Hey, folks, good afternoon, and welcome to our Thursday's Market SITREP here at TGO Top Gun Options, getting ready for our 1 o'clock brief. We're going to talk about the gang that can't shoot straight. It really seems like the U.S.-China team doesn't know who's on first. You know, from Larry Kudlow, everything's on track, to Wilbur Ross today, the Commerce Secretary, saying, hey, we're miles apart on trade with China. One day we get one thing, one day it's the next. So, the futures imploded after he said that, but the market's semi-recovered, and we're kind of meandering around here on the Dow. China, big article in the Wall Street Journal today, China counters sell-off by cutting markets some slack. Beijing moves towards a freer market as economic growth slows and trade tension simmers. So 2015 and 16, they were cracking down on a lot of stuff. Now they're doing the exact opposite of what they did to try and open their markets to foreign folks and investments. So Chinese leaders' neighbor gave formal authorization for foreign firms to own majority stakes in joint ventures. They've also halted trading halts, so to speak. A lot of stuff that it seems like they're changing five dials on the oven at the same time here to see what type of perfect market or economy they can bake. We obviously reported earlier in the week their GDP imploded, the lowest since 1990, and that ain't a good thing. So they're starting to get bloodied here, but as I keep kind of reminding folks, they can withstand a trade war because their people ain't going to be complaining too loud. So we're kind of mixed here. Tech earnings kind of look good, but again, we're seeing mixed earnings. They're kind of tepid. We had great earnings back here. Market imploded. We have tepid earnings right here, and we're hanging right at stall speed above this 50-day moving average. We're hedged to potentially go lower. Larry Kudlow made an oops today. Larry Kudlow leaks January payrolls, says jobs report will be up a significant amount. So, hey, well, Wiz, that should be good news. Well, it should be good news unless you remember that the Fed said, hey, we're going to raise interest rates if we're data dependent. Well, if the data are really good, they're going to start looking to raise interest rates again. So really mixed signals all over the place. This is interesting. Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan and David Solomon, the CEO of Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan respectively, had a private meeting with Wall Street Maxine Waters, who's going to be coming after all these folks. Very interesting that this wasn't publicized. She said she is coming after Wall Street and this and everybody and It's going to be a 2-year shit show, folks, with the Democrats in charge of the House. Facebook slides after report claims 50% of its users are fake. You can't make this up, man. I'm glad we got disaster puts on out to next month, because something I haven't seen the dude. I haven't seen Sheryl Sandberg in a while. I think they're hanging out with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it just doesn't seem like they got good news of brewing. The shutdown is starting to take its toll on the economy, and the kids just keep getting worse. Now, Trump trolled Nancy again and said, hey, I fixed your security concerns. I'll be showing up next week to the State of the Union. She said, yeah, you're not coming. You're not invited. We're just in uncharted, childish territory, folks, and it's really maddening, to be honest to you. So market's not digging that as well. 2 years of clown car is not going to be good. So, all right, I got to go. Sorry, I did this a little bit late. I got to get ready for our 1 o'clock Analyze Your Trade and Debrief. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.